Marc, let's just start by taking a look back at what happened. This story broke 3 years ago. Do you think it's fair to say, given the timing of it, that it ended up costing Fillon the presidency?
That's for sure, Tom. There's no question that it essentially killed his bid for president of France back in 2017. The scandal broke in early 2017 when the satirical and investigative weekly Le Canard Enchaîné revealed that his wife had essentially a fake job as his parliamentary assistant for many years, and also even a job that she held for a magazine where she was paid for not actually working for that magazine. And so this unfolded. François Fillon refused to withdraw his name from the conservative presidential ticket, and he insisted, but he was eliminated in the first round. This was a major upset, and this clearly paved the way for the election of Emmanuel Macron. So today's verdict is an extremely severe one because it's 5 years in prison, 3-year suspended, heavy fines, also 10 years without being able to run for office if he was to decide to do so ever again. And as his lawyer hinted, we've learned in recent days that the prosecutor who initially handled the probe recently told the parliamentary committee that she was pressured by her hierarchy, which was then the Ministry of Justice, and to essentially accelerate the probe. It's not sure exactly what she was asked specifically to do, but this has thrown into doubt not so much the fact that Penelope Fillon did not really have a real job, but the timing the probe was launched, and this is certainly something that his lawyers and her lawyers will try to use when there's an appeals process.
Yeah, and we just heard from the lawyer before we crossed to you, and he started by saying, this sentence is unjust, it's unfair. And given what we found out, Marc, during this trial, is there a feeling that François Fillon's plans to appeal this decision holds any water?
Well, the facts are against him. Clearly, I mean, he even admitted an error in judgment, as he described it. However, the conditions in which this probe was launched, just a few months before the presidential election, the prosecutor saying on the record that she faced pressure to inform her hierarchy. So this really casts some doubt over the possibility that was hinted at by Fillon when this happened, that this was done to eliminate him politically. It's very difficult to imagine that there'll be clear-cut evidence of such things, but this could help him and maybe sway the appeals judges who could say, well, okay, maybe the facts are wrong, but maybe the conditions in which this investigation was launched are a bit fishy, and therefore they might have a more lenient sentencing in the appeals trial. But we don't know when this will happen and if there'll be new information about that case before then.